Oh yeah, so talofa love everybody, kia ora, and welcome again. So, hey hey, great. So when I say hey hey, you say ho, and then I might say tiger, and you give me a tiger. Okay, hey hey, great. Uh, Tiger, great. Okay, so I just want to get started into the first session. So of course this is my wellness series, and I thought it'd be good to keep it to 5 minutes. So I've already done 30 seconds, so let's get a move on. So the first session is around self-care. So I wanted to talk about this because I'm going to show you some stuff. It's going to be quick. Okay, so here we go. So here's my board here, and on the board I've just written some stuff. And so the first thing is my wellness thermometer. So often we think about what we're doing to help us feel that we can cope. And actually, at the moment, the kids are asleep. So I thought I'd do this early because you know what happens when they wake up hungry with the food. What are we doing today, etc., etc. And it can get kind of frustrating for you and your stress level. So first of all, I want you to think about yourself. And so wellness, my well-being or wellness thermometer tells me what I need to do for myself. So if we just have a quick look here, so exercise with the kids, that helps me. I really like that. I do fasting, so I do intermittent fasting. Have a look online, what that means. Tidying up. I really like tidying up. That's actually me. So I like keeping the house clean, and I especially like doing the washing of all things. I ring up my best friends and just check if they're okay, and also they check in on me, and that's a key because that helps me to offload. Video mum. So mum, she videotapes me twice a day, like Skypes me, and she goes like this: "Hi, what are you doing? Yeah, my lord, how the kids love you." And then she goes, "Yeah, fart, bye." Oh gosh, that was quick. Then me time is joke time. I like jokes. I like things that make me laugh, and it just a comedy, a funny movie, something funny someone sent to me. It just cracks me up, and I just like laughing at sometimes at myself, and yeah, so that's part of the thermometer. So where does that gauge me on my thermometer? Well, I have to figure that out. Remember, I wanted to say this: nobody's perfect. No one. We're all trying our best. And as you can see at the back, my little diagram of self-care. Let's move on, eh? Okay, so next, what have I got? So there are things that we need to do that are really important for kids, and that's role modeling. Staying calm, and staying calm means that we actually need to show through our calmness that things are going to be okay, and that's a key message here. Okay, staying calm. But let's just have a look. Okay, so stick to your routine. I think you should stick to your routine. That means that you have a routine. So in the morning, I usually get up, have a shower, and that wakes me up. And then I think, what am I doing today? And write a little bit of a list. And then I stick to the structure, or to my routine with the kids too. So they have a routine. It's holidays at the moment, so they can sleep in. And then when they get up there, they've got things they have to do. Like Max does the lawns, they tidy their rooms, they have to help out around the house. And we talk about this thing as teamwork. Okay, so the next one is parenting styles. So there are parenting styles, and I might break this down tomorrow. Yeah, I might break some of this down tomorrow, talk a little bit more about it. So there are three parenting styles, and they are authoritarian, authoritative, and permissive. And I might do that tomorrow, okay, because that's in another slot. But just letting you know, uh, I'll, I know we'll move on because of time. Use your words. I think using your words and choosing wisely means that when you're you're speaking to the kids, that you use words that can explain how you're feeling and thinking, and what you actually want from them, and how how frustrated things are. But letting them know with the tone of your voice that yeah, you are upset, but you want them to know what's going on in a way that's not helping them, not making them feel like far out. I'm getting all this anger from dad or mum, but actually you're just trying to cope, and you're trying to talk to them about that. So that's really important, so they can learn that empathy around how you're feeling, because they are feeling nervous about what's going on, not going to school and that. So make sure all of that's explained to them. Let someone know how you feel. Let someone know how you feel again. Is that about? That's about. Oh, oh, letting someone know how you feel. It's ringing a friend to tell them how you feel. And so that you're offloading. Talk about your feelings. This is really an important skill because you're able to share your thoughts and feelings, but in a way as an adult would share to a young person or to a child, because there are ways and words that you need to use so that it doesn't make things too explicit, but can just explain like the simplicity of what's going on. So Levi said, you're going to die. And, what's happening? And I just said, oh, no, it's all right, Levi. Things are going to be fine. So what's happening is we all have to do this thing called lockdown, and that means that we all have to keep safe because we don't want to get anything to hurt our bodies, okay? But we're fine as long as we listen. And so we're keeping things calm with him. And you can hear through my voice that I'm calm too. This one here is teamwork. I like teamwork. I can't find teamwork. So that's where you're talking again as the parent to say, what is it that we need to do together? It's not the parent does everything. So you don't do the cleaning and all of that by yourself. No. We are in a place now where we are talking and we're explaining what teamwork is, and we're showing them and saying this is what we do to keep this house tidy. And that's really important, because once they learn the fact that teamwork is important, then they know they're part of something and they're creating something that's all good. They also get the satisfaction of doing it, even though nowadays these kids don't have a feeling of what it is to help out, or a lot of them do. They need to be shown. So that's what this role modeling is, and they need to be explained. It's really important that we have that ability to kind of have the patience to explain, because you're going to have to be explaining a lot. And I'll talk about that here in the developing this part here. Okay, so let's just go to the top here. Activities. There's heaps of activities. So there's activities like playing cards, going for walks. What else have I got? Exercise. That you write the timetable with them so they know clearly who's doing what, and that can change because kids get, they complain about their duties. Structure with a daily chart that they can actually have input. When they have input, they feel like they've got something to say and they've been heard. Here's some other things that I've written down. What are their chores? So what are their chores? What activities can they do, like cards, crosswords, outside hopscotch, get them to chalk all over the front porch or something. Fitness, I love that. I'll give you some demos on that. I'm trying to send some demos through, but it's just so hard because my my demos are about 5 minutes. So if you've got any ideas on how to send them through, I'm finding that hard. Art, and then they can, if they've got phones, they can be creative and create their own things on their phones, but also their phone devices. That's another story, eh? One, it can, as a parent, when they're on the devices, one, it's nice and quiet. I know it does feel really good, and they're not bothering you, eh? However, the time on the phone can be quite can take away the relationship with you and the child, and we want to keep that relationship close and develop relationships, because through relationships we actually grow their little wee brains, and they learn things like how to communicate, empathy, what else do they learn? Lots of things of being able to see and interact with another person. It's something we call serve and return, and that's where you are talking to someone and they respond to you. So you're serving to them, like a tennis game, you serve to them, and what happens? They return. So therefore they go, oh, hi, what's up? And because they're looking at you and listening to you, they're using those skills to actually figure out, and that's called problem solving, of course. So all of those things are really important. If they don't do those things, then they grow up in a world of isolation, which is what we're doing at the moment. But we want to develop this area. So I think I've talked about the things. Self means you. Care means What is it that you're doing, the qualities of things that you're doing to care for you. So this is about you. Now, I wanted to talk one more thing. I know I've gone 10 minutes now, sorry. But this is really important, and I want to extend this session tomorrow. So today is the 7th of October. Oh, 7th of, here we are, 7th of April. So I just want to come to this one. What happens if you lose it because you're stressed? Ooh, what happens if you lose it because you're stressed? So if you lose it because you're stressed out, you need to really just step back and take a deep breath. Hey, so there's some things that you can do just like this. Just take a deep breath. Take a walk. If you need to, just walk outside your house. Hey, just walk and just say, ask them to just go over there. You need to move to a space where you're just breathing. And you know, when you're breathing, just breathe in and breathe out. Again, breathe in, hold, and breathe out slowly. So when you're breathing out slowly, it helps you to release the tension or release that anxiety. Just take your time. And you might need to do that a couple of times. I know you probably are hearing the kids screaming and they're right at you. But you need to just really compose yourself. It's going to be okay. There are no perfect parents. So what's happening here is that you're self-regulating, which is an awesome thing. You're able to control yourself. And this is important because you can also do some just walking. Okay, so I just want to go over this. What happens if you lose it? The first thing, just take a breath, take a walk. Tell the kids that you're feeling really upset and you need to have a bit of time just to calm down. Sometimes they see that and they get worried that you're upset because you're their go-to, and that makes them feel upset and they want to know what's up. So it's a good time again to just say, I'm a little bit upset because I can't, things, I'm just trying to cope, and I need you guys, we need to work as a team together. And for them to hear that, it just helps them to understand that you're human and that you need the support. Now, I just want to talk about stress response system, is how our brain and our body reacts when we're upset. And what we are doing is we tend to, when the kids get us mad, it starts to rile us up. And when it riles us up, we go into a state of fight, flight, or freeze. And I want to talk about that fight, flight, or freeze in another session, because I can expand on that, because I'm looking at the time and we're going on to 13 minutes. That's quite a long time. But I do want to say, and around this area here, for age and stages, because you might have children that are little wee cute little babies and you're thinking, I love them, but then when they start to cry and they don't settle, you're upset and you don't know what to do because you're upset, and then they're upset. The way in which you are and keeping calm helps them to keep calm. Although those babies or those little wee toddlers get really upset, they need to see your role modeling as being calm and being able to soothe them. So when they see you calm, you're mirroring, you're keeping yourself calm, you're showing them a way to be calm, you're sounding calm, you're looking calm, you're acting calm. That helps the babies or the young little wee toddlers, or the little wee ones 5 and below, ages and stages, to see what it's like to be calm. So then they know how to be calm themselves, because you're showing them. You could be going, okay, deep breath. You could be singing. You could be saying, come on, baby, let's go for walks. You could be taking them to play, you distracting them. You could be distracting them with a toy, or look at this, or let's go and play with this, to help them to be distracted and to focus on something else. So I wanted to, lastly, sorry guys. So lastly, I wanted to show you this. Okay, here we go. So this page, I want you to go on online and go to a page called Parenting Resources. Here's the website. Let me just get the website for you here. So it's there, Parenting parentingresource.nz. parentingresource.nz. Here's what it looks like. It's awesome. Okay, that's the page it looks like. Okay, to pai. Then I want you to press select age and stage. I've selected age and stage there. Actually, I'll turn this around. I think I can do it like that, eh? Hello? Oh, I don't know what to do. Okay, so age and stage. Yeah. So select age and stage. Yeah, let's go 3 months. 3 to 6 months. Then it goes there. Then you go to the developmental stages, press plus, and there you go. What's going on for your baby? And so I'll just read it, eh? So it goes, what's going on for your baby? From a very early age, a baby is learning to communicate. They'll explore what sounds they can make with their lips and so forth. So how can parents and whānau help? This is a good part. Listen to the baby, copy their sounds. Use parentese in whatever languages they speak. So that's kind of speaking at their level. Hello, baba, love you, dida, dida. You know, the way of talking to a baby. Give baby time to reply. Take turns when having conversations. So this page is good, eh? And it's got things around the neuroscience, growing baby's brain. So here we go. A baby's brain is now developing millions of connections between the neurons. These connections happen because of many sensory experiences baby has with people, places, and things. The brain grows in size with the increase in brain connections. And I know all about this stuff that I love to talk about, and I can talk about that at another stage. Okay, so we good? So the website is parentingresource.nz. This is under the strategies for kids and information for parents under Oranga Tamariki, in which you know I am a skip champion. And so your homework is to have a look. Tell me how you feel about it and whether it's helpful. This is for age and stage from 0 to 5, this page. Skip does do resources for 0 to 5, and we'll talk about that again. And you can download or ask them to deliver just by tapping the resources on the Skip website, and they deliver for free. Cool, eh? Okay, so I'm going to start to finish off now. I just want to say thank you. Oh, somebody's awake. I'm going to say thank you for today. I would like to continue this session tomorrow. This is the self-care session. Remember, self meaning you, and care, hi Levi, and care meaning how you're treating yourself, the characteristics around you looking after yourself. So just to recap, your wellness thermometer, check where you're at with that. 2, you as a role model to your beautiful tamariki at home. And I just think it's a hard time, but a good time. This is growing their brains now. It's all about relationships. 3, the what did I have up there? Yeah, the activities and what you're doing with those beautiful kids. And then 4, so when you're stressed out, just really take some time out. Share a little bit of how you're feeling. They might actually give you a hug because they feel for you. And just ring a friend and tell them what happened and what you can do better next time, and that life is hard, and tell them the truth. Unpack some of that stuff so that you can release some of that stress and anxiety. Remember the breathing, and if you do exercise, it releases all of the stuff. The stress is kind of held, and then when you exercise, it releases it all. Okay, that's it for me. Love you guys. I hope this is helpful. This is a series, wellness series, and this is the number 1 self-care. I think I'm going to do some more on this because I think there's more to talk about, okay? If you've got questions, then you need to tell me. So as you know, you've got my cell, or email me, and we can do some talking around unpacking your stuff. All good. Okay, love you guys. Hey, good. Take care. Wha.